What if the thing you do in secret is the very thing killing your joy? Every man thinks it's just a release, just a moment, just 5 minutes, no big deal. But what if that 5 minutes is silently poisoning your emotional core? This isn't just about lust. This is about your mind, your spirit, your entire mood. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover exactly how masturbation hijacks your emotions. And by the end of this video, you'll know the first step to taking your emotional power back. Stay with me, because this is what no one talks about. You finish, you close the tab, pull your pants up, and then it hits, that hollow feeling, that numbness, that subtle disgust you pretend isn't there. You know what I'm talking about. It's not just in your head. It's not weakness. It's biology. Every time you ejaculate, especially through artificial stimulation like porn, your brain releases a cocktail of dopamine. A spike, followed by a crash. And with every crash, your mood takes a hit. This isn't just a bad day. It's chemical depletion. You burned through your feel-good neurotransmitters. And now, you're running on empty. You're anxious, irritable, emotionally dull. And the worst part? You start needing it again just to feel normal. That's not pleasure. That's addiction in disguise. Let me tell you a story. There was a guy, mid-20s, ambitious, bright, but every night, he'd escape into the same digital world, the same routine, the same secret ritual. He thought he was coping with stress, thought he was just letting off steam, but slowly he stopped reaching out to friends. He ignored calls, avoided real connections, because why face awkward social tension when digital perfection is just a click away? Little did he know each session was isolating him further. Every climax was creating emotional distance between him and the world. Masturbation, especially to porn, creates a fake sense of satisfaction. You feel like you've done something, but in reality, you've avoided everything. You're alone, and the longer it goes on, the heavier that loneliness feels. This isn't just about physical urges. It's about your emotional survival. Here's the cold truth. Excessive masturbation doesn't just cause momentary mood swings. It can be the invisible fuel behind long-term depression. Multiple studies link compulsive sexual behavior with clinical depression. But you don't need a lab coat to see it. Look around. Look within. That constant tiredness. The lack of motivation. The apathy. You think life just lost its color? Or could it be that you're draining your emotional vitality every night? There's a reason dopamine is called the motivation molecule. And when you flood your brain with it artificially, you train your mind to expect big rewards for no effort. So when it's time to face real life, the gym, the grind, the girl, your brain resists, because why chase real fulfillment when a screen offers instant bliss? But that bliss is a lie, and your soul knows it. That's why you feel empty. That's why joy feels out of reach. That's why you're stuck in the gray. Men weren't built to sit around numbing their emotions. We're wired for mission, purpose, fight. But when you overindulge in self-pleasure, you start leaking power. Your drive blunts. Your clarity fogs up. Your edge, the thing that made you dangerous and desirable, fades. And with it goes your confidence. You don't speak up in meetings. You hesitate to make the move. You procrastinate on the dream. Not because you're weak, but because you've emptied the tank. You're not broken. You're just drained. And the culprit? Often hiding in the very habit you defend as natural. Bro, this is about more than just semen. This is about your masculine integrity. Alright, let's breathe, because it's not all doom. There's a way back, and it begins with awareness. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to go monk mode overnight. But you do need to look yourself in the mirror and ask, what is this habit costing me emotionally? The moment you ask that question honestly, you start breaking the spell. Every day you resist, you reclaim dopamine, you rebuild presence, you get your fire back, you start to feel again, laugh again, engage with life again. It's not easy, but damn, it's worth it. You know what's better than a dopamine spike? Purpose. Because here's the truth. Your brain doesn't want to be numb. It wants to be lit up. But not by pixels. By passion. By real wins. Channel the urge into action. Turn that tension into fuel. Start a workout streak. Pick up that project you've been delaying. Call someone you love. Because those things, they hit differently. And over time, your brain will recalibrate. It'll start craving real pleasure. Not fake highs, but earned victories. Yes, the urges will come. Yes, the temptation will scream. But so what? You're not a slave to signals. You're a soldier in the fight for your future. Every time you say, not today, you train your brain to obey you. Not impulse, not addiction. And slowly, that power comes back. Your fire reignites. Your mood stabilizes. Your soul smiles again. Because now you're no longer a prisoner. You're the commander. And that changes everything. So, how does masturbation affect your mood? It drains it, flattens it, hijacks it. But the solution is already inside you. Discipline, clarity, and decision. This was just the beginning. Because in the next video, we dive into the moment where self-care becomes self-harm. You won't want to miss that, because the line is thinner than you think. If this hit you in the gut, then it's time to rise. Hit subscribe. Join the mission, because we're just getting started. And your emotions, they're waiting for you to come back.